Ply lets you build custom features inside Pipedrive without code. You can create and add features like these that help your team work faster and match the way your team works. Share tools with your team that turn complex processes into simple, easy-to-follow workflows. These custom features connect data across your entire tech stack so you can cut time spent working across multiple apps and boost your productivity. As well as building team features that help improve KPIs, with Ply you can also build portals, which are powerful client-facing experiences based on dynamic data. Stick around because we're going to cover just a handful of things your sales team can start using today. This includes creating bespoke smart playbooks, connecting Pipedrive with features in other apps, and using Ply portals as a super smart form based on your Pipedrive data. Let's get into it. So I'm here in a Pipedrive deal, and you can see examples of buttons I've added around the platform. These features are contextual, meaning they use data from the item that you're looking at, making them work just like a native feature, but you can build your own business logic into them and connect them with other tools across your tech stack. Let's start by looking at my feature for applying a custom playbook. Let's imagine I'm about to speak to a prospect who's currently trialing a product, and we're going to speak to them about switching to a paid plan. If I click my custom feature here, Ply is immediately going to start pulling in key information from other tools across our tech stack. And it's going to display it in this custom interface so the sales rep can read and digest this information before diving into the call. This data comes from elsewhere on Pipedrive and includes answers that this contact has previously given in a web form. I've also got platform usage data which has been pulled in from Intercom, so I can get a sense of how the customer is actually using the product. As well as that, I've also pulled in current open bugs that are associated with this count in Jira. And again, I've custom built this interface, and really I could be putting in any custom field I want from any of my tools. But this just gives me a really clear and concise overview of the account before I dive into the call. Next, I can proceed to the second interface step, which is where the sales rep can take note of key information gathered throughout the call. Here I can input different forms of data, so I can write up some notes, select items from a predefined list of options. I can input numerical data, or I could have used other blocks here that would have let me upload images, videos, you name it. Of course, all of the data I input in this interface here can be automatically plugged back into our Pipedrive CRM, or we could push this data into other apps in our tech stack. Once the meeting's run its course, I could fill out this final section here. And at the bottom, I can actually decide on other subsequent actions that I want to automatically happen as part of this workflow. I'm switching this toggle on because I want this data to be pushed into a shared tracking sheet that we have with this account. Plus, because they're upgrading, I'm going to switch this on so we can update the appropriate Slack channel. Again, I could have gone further with this feature and added other actions like creating a follow-up task for my teammate, notifying my line manager about the deal in Slack, or even using OpenAI to create a follow-up email based on the notes from the meeting that I can later send in Gmail. Let's click done, and immediately Ply is going to crack on with those automatic actions. When we check our shared tracking sheet, you can see all of the data has been added as a new row here. So hopefully now you're starting to see that Ply features are really customizable, and you can build them out to match exactly the way that your team works. They don't just have to be in Pipedrive either. Ply features can live anywhere and still connect with your Pipedrive data. Like here in the customer support app Zendesk, I have a customer here who's inquiring about more premium features for their account. So I can click my Create Upsell Opportunity button, complete this really simple interface, and when I click the button here, it's going to create the deal inside Pipedrive and actually update the correct account owner. Everything you've seen so far is what we call an add-on feature, but now I want to show you Ply Portals. These are client-facing features that let you build powerful experiences for your customers and prospects. Portals actually allow you to get and send data in between interfaces, connecting with different tools across your tech stack, or even interacting with AI midway through the journey. Here's a portal built for an example company which helps their prospect connect with the right members of their sales team. If the portal submits their email and isn't recognized as an existing contact in their Pipedrive, then the feature is built to actually run Apollo data enrichment on their email domain, checking whether the lead is coming from a large company or a small company. If the lead is coming from a small company, then they're going to be taking down a branch where they can submit some details, and we'll get in touch with them at a later date. However, let's imagine Tim from apple.com is submitting their email here. Ply is going to run the Apollo enrichment on the email domain and find out that he's coming from a large company. So then the user will see this interface which comes with a highly personalized message which has been created with the help of generative AI. The user will have the ability to book a call in directly with an account executive, and they can actually book the meeting directly inside the portal using a Calendly integration. Building features with Ply is intuitive and really customizable. You can do really cool things like adding conditional logic based on Pipedrive data. We've got integrations with a whole host of apps, including Jira, Salesforce, you name it. And you can even run custom API calls for other tools that don't have a native integration. It's really easy to add and build interface steps, which allow your users to interact in some way with your tools. Once you've built your feature, you can go ahead and publish it and share it with all of your teammates. Whether you're building a portal like this or add-on features like we demonstrated earlier, it's really easy to share features across your team so they can get the same access to the tools that you build. And that's essentially it. In this video, we've really just scratched the surface in terms of what's possible to build with Ply. Why not get started yourself? Visit ply.io to learn more about building and get started building features inside Pipedrive. Thanks for watching.